Well, Curtis, that's a very tough result to take, isn't it, regarding a good defensive performance?
Yeah, of course. Lately we haven't been very good. We can't hide from that. The performances haven't been up to a level, but today, everyone to a man done their job, done what was required of them, and it's just obviously the fine margin of it gets to the last 10 minutes, and then it's an own goal that gets them the win. So it's unfortunate, but we're just hoping luck will change, and hopefully we'll be on the good end of those own goals going forward.
Yeah, does the way that the ball's hit the back of the net make it more gut-wrenching as a result?
It does, because don't get me wrong, you never like conceding goals regardless, but if they cut you open with a nice bit of football or a stunning 30-yard strike, you can sometimes hold your hand up and say fair play to them. But like I say, it was a hopeful ball, a little bit of a ricochet, and unfortunately it goes in off doors. But like I say, the performance was much, much better. The lads were much better to a man in terms of their role that they had to do, and we had a bit of fight about us, which was good to see. Needs to be a little bit cuter, a little bit more ruthless at the top end, and hopefully we can start getting a few goals to hang on to.
Do you feel that was down to the formation today?
Well, yeah, of course. When you've got three centre halves in a team, it usually makes you a bit more solid, and then obviously two up front, you're expecting to create a few chances as well. So it was a bit of a weird one because you don't usually have a 3-5-2 against a 3-5-2. So it's pretty much a man for man everywhere, all over the pitch, except for the strikers versus defenders. So it's an interesting battle. I think that's why it was on the verge of being a stalemate, but unfortunately it went against us.
Have you ever come up against a player in the form of Amrabat where you've seen so much bombardment down one hand side when it comes to crossing the ball in?
He's a very good player, of course. Last time I remember a performance like that was when I played for Birmingham, and Elmo had that performance against us. They beat us 5-2 at the KC. I remember that, and that's what he was like today. Obviously, Sammy's playing that position, taking one for the team, and then once he's on the yellow, that's when it becomes difficult because it's all good. You allowed yourself that one foul, which he had to take and got the yellow. But after that, they I think they tried to play on it a little bit. They brought on Janmat to get down that side as well, knowing that Sam couldn't really make a tackle. So he's a very good player. But like I say, for ourselves, it was obviously we had to have that sort of performance from someone as well, but we just lacked that today.
Of course, you was the captain before Michael Dawson came back in, but is there a sense of new leadership, do you feel, with that? Of course, you've lost the captain's armband, but do you feel as a three now there's a lot more leadership and more sternness?
I think it just gives you, I guess, maybe two captains instead of one. Obviously, Michael's the captain. I always knew that when Michael come back, he'd take the armband, of course, but I do the same job, I do the same talking, I do the same motivating before a game. So it doesn't change me. It just means that you've got two of us in your ear rather than just one of us. And hopefully, like I say, that leadership hopefully will pull us through, pull us together, and hopefully we'll get a positive result against Southampton.